Hello and welcome back again, Power Up enthusiasts to the Power App tutorial channel. If you're following along, in our last video, we added data into our solution. In today's video, we're going to be continuing our model-driven app specification. So if you are following the to-do lists, this right here, this is what we completed in our last video. Today, we're going to be configuring the views. We're going to be adding quick view forms, calculator columns, auto indexing, and then we're going to configure the main form itself. And then finally, by the time we're done today, we should have our model-driven app completed. So hope you guys are excited. And if you're new here, just make sure you hit that subscription button, add the notification bell so you can stay updated when we come up with new videos. And feel free to smash that like button too. All right, let's not waste any more time. Let's jump right into it. Right, to begin, we're going to jump into our vehicle table. So we don't need to configure auto indexing for the vehicle in table. So let's just jump straight to our views then and go straight to active views. So for active views, we need to, let's hide this guy. So remove the created on, and then we need to add the make, we need to add the model. So just click on it and it will just automatically drive you to it. And then we also need to add the vehicle owner email. All right, that should be good for this. You can leave it to be sorted by vehicle name. And as you can see, the reason why we don't really need an auto indexing for the vehicle is because the license plate is actually the vehicle name. So the primary column is the license plate. So, and then once this is done, just hit save and publish. And once that's saved and published, just go back. And this time around, we're going to jump into the forms next. Select the forms. And I'm going to jump straight into the quick view form first. So once it opens up, let's hide this guy first. And then we add the make, we add the model, and we're going to add vehicle owner email too. So once that's done, go ahead and click on the general tab. And let's just add general. And then hit save and publish. And once that's done, saving and publishing, go back, and then let's jump into the main form. All right, so once that opens up, just go ahead and make sure that it says general for the label and the name. And then after that, let's go ahead and do some modifications. So remove the, let's hide the name, the owner name, and then let's add make, model, owner email. We're also going to add the image. I know it's an optional thing, but I want to add the image. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on the general section. So you should be clicking on the general section and then go ahead and change this to two column. And once you change it to two column, we should have another column on our right side. So I'm just going to drag vehicle image and drop it over there. And as you can see, this is the vehicle image. All right. So once that's done, the next thing we need to do is we need to add subgrids. So the vehicle table has subgrids for parking request and parking inspection. So to add the subgrid, just make sure you're clicking on the general tab again, and then go ahead and click on components. And first of all, add a column section. So once you add the column section, just rename the column section to parking request is what I named mine for the column section. So once you rename that, just go ahead and with it still highlighted, just click on subgrid. And let's look for our parking requests. Yeah, this is the one we want. Then click done to drop it in there. And once it's dropped in there, just click on hide label and we should be good. All right, so with that, go ahead again and click on the general tab. So it should be saying general tab. And we need to add one more subgrid. So add another column section. For this column section, we're gonna name this guy parking inspections. And then while it's highlighted, just go ahead and grab the subgrid for parking inspections and actually pick it. And once you get that in, go ahead and hide the level again. And once you're done with this, just hit save and publish, and we should have our form completed. All right, so now that it's saved and published, just hit back to go back again. And let's go to the next table, which is going to be our parking request. So if you look at the parking data model specifications for the parking request, it requires that the primary column is actually going to be auto-indexed. So let's jump straight to the parking request. On the parking request name, to modify this to auto number, just change the data type. So just click on data type and from the drop-down menu, pick auto number. And then after that, I want you to scroll down a little and then we're going to put a prefix. So put a prefix of capital letter PR. So if you go back to the model driven app, as you can see for our parking request, we have PR. That's why we're using PR. But once you start that prefix with a PR, if you also look at the data we pulled in, the last value in the data we pulled in is 995,313. So for our own, our seed value is going to be 1 million. And after that, just hit save. Moving on from the auto numbering, let's go straight to the views. So once on the views, click on active parking requests. And for this one, we're going to remove the created on, and then we're going to add parking requests, and then add our vehicle info in. And once that's in there, I want to sort. So we're going to sort by parking request daytime. Yep, let's do it like that. And then we don't need to filter this one. So just hit save and publish. All right, so after hitting save and publish, we're going to add one more active view. This one is going to be for our Canvas app later on. You'll see when we're implementing it, but just hit save as and then rename this to active parking requests today. That's what we're going to rename this. And then hit save. You can add a description if you want to. But once you hit save, I want you to scroll down here and then we're going to edit the filters. And we're going to add add a new row, and go straight to parking request date time and just put today. So we want parking request date time to be today for this particular view, and then hit OK, and then just hit save and publish. It's not going to have any data right now because there is no data for today, but we need this view. That's why I decided to create this. So now if you go back after hitting save and publish, you should have your active packet request infos and then your active packet request infos today, two views for your packet request. So after getting this done, we're going to jump straight to the forms next. So just click on forms to jump to the forms. And the first form we're going to jump into is going to be the quick view form. And once it pops up, just hide this guy and let's add a parking request date info. And then you can go ahead and change this to general too. Then hit save and publish. And once that's done, save and unpublish. Go back, jump straight to the main form. Once you get to the main form, we're gonna hide this guy again too, and drop in a parking request and the vehicle info. I'm gonna also make sure this has this general employment. After that, just hit save and publish. All right, so once that's done, just hit back and let's go to our third and final table, which is the parking inspection. For the parking inspection, we also need to auto number. So jump straight to the column and then identify the primary column. In our case, it's going to be this guy. So once you identify your primary column, um, just make sure you change the data type to auto number. And then for the prefix, we are going to prefix ours. So if you go straight to the backend expo, it starts with INSP. So we're going to use the same thing and the same, as you can see, the same value. So 1 million should be fine. Just go here, auto number, INSP, and then seed it with 1 million. All right, so once you're done and and it look fine, just hit save. Okay, so with that auto numbered, let's jump straight to modifying the views. So jump straight to the views. We're going to start with active parking view. Just like before, remove this guy. And for our parking request info, we need a parking inspection name. We already have that. We need the vehicle info, inspection date time, parking requests, and then parking request date time. Now the parking request date time hasn't been created yet. So we're going to create that next and then add it in here. So first, let's just save and publish this guy first. And then I'm going to use a calculated column to create our parking request data. So just hit go back and then go straight to our parking inspection. Go straight to columns. and then click on new column. All right, so I name my parking request daytime, and it's gonna be the description. It's gonna be calculator column based on parking request lookup to the date column. And then for data type, let's go ahead and pick formula. Grab the parking request. So I'm gonna grab the parking request info and then just put a dot in front of it. And then we're looking for our parking request daytime. And then you can scroll down a little. This is fine. And just hit save. All right. So once that's saved, let's go back to our view. Go back to our active parking inspection and just drag and drop that. You can just tap to add it in. I want to see how it looks. Okay. All right. So we have our parking inspection name, our vehicle info name, our inspection daytime, parking request info, and then parking request daytime, which is a calculator column. So once this is done, we also need to filter. So one of the requirements is that we filter based on today. I also want to sort this. Let's sort this guy. So let's sort by inspection date time. Okay. So once you hit save and publish, after sorting by parking inspection name and inspection date time, just go ahead and hit save as. And we're going to create one more view. So this view is going to be active parking inspection infos today. And just hit save. And for this particular view, once you're done, we're going to go straight to edit filters. And under edit filters, we're going to add a new row. And we're going to grab the parking inspection requested daytime. And just make sure it says today. And then hit OK. And once you're done with that, hit save and publish. And then let's go back. And once you go back, you should have two views. So the two views that were modified, one is going to be the active, and then we're going to have the active parking inspections infos today. Once we're done with the views, the next thing is going to be the forms. So jump straight to the forms next, and then go straight to quick view form. And for the quick view form, we're going to hide this guy. And remember to drop in, I want to use the same way that we had it for the views, the same way we're going to have it for the form. So it started with the parking inspection name first, and then we had the vehicle, and then we had the inspection daytime, and then parking requests, and then parking request daytime. All right, so once you're done with this, you can go ahead and make sure this says general. Then hit save and publish. And then once that's saved, go back again and then jump straight to the main form. For the forms, we go ahead and remove this guy. And then just like we did with the view, we'll start with the vehicle info first. So parking inspection name, the vehicle info, then inspection daytime, and then parking request info, then parking request daytime. All right, and then you can go ahead and make sure that this is general too, and then just go ahead and click save and publish. And once that's done saving and publish, you can go back and we should be done reviewing all that. So what I like to do is when I'm done doing a lot of, customizations, the best thing is to go straight here and hit publish all customizations first, okay? All right, so we are back and all customizations succeeded. Let's jump straight to, I'm going to close this guy so we can just open a new one. So just go straight to apps again, model-driven app, and hit play. And I'm going to do a quick refresh. And the easiest way to do that, what I just did the Control Shift and then R on your keyboard. If you hit Control Shift R, it refreshes the browser. All right, so we have our active vehicle info view populating with the vehicle name, make, model, and owner, just like we designed it. We didn't add any other views to this, so this is fine. And then if we go into the vehicle itself, as you can see, it has the vehicle make, name, make, model. Let's give this vehicle an image. So just go straight and I'm gonna grab the first image I see. So vehicle ABC123X has an image. I'm just gonna save this guy so it has an image. And then as you can see down here, we have our subgrids for the parking request for vehicle ABC123X. And underneath that, it looks like it's had like 24 parking requests. And underneath that, we have the parking inspections that have been done for vehicle ABC123X, and we have 24 for that. So this is going to be how the forms are going to look like. Let's jump straight to parking request. So as you can see for parking requests, the view has parking request name, parking request daytime, and vehicle info, just like we customized it. And then we have one more view here, which is for active requests today. This is popular when we have data for today. But if we go into the view itself, the form, and this is just how the form looks like. Basic, straightforward form. And then parking inspection info. The same thing has the whole data. And then if you go into it, this is how the form looks. All right, I'm going to do some more modifications to our parking request info and our parking inspection info. But this is fine if you want to stop here. If you want to join me, so I'm going to jump right into our tables again and then go straight to our main form for parking request. And this time around, I'm going to highlight the general section. You can go ahead and make this a general too, if you're bothered about the red signal. And then I'm going to turn this into a two column. And then for the right column, we're going to add, so just go, just make sure you're clicking on the right side of the column. And then we're going to add a quick view. And the lookup column is going to be our vehicle info. For the selection, make sure you hit information, hit done. Okay. So what this does is that for our respective vehicle info, we're going to have like a quick view of the vehicle info. So hit save and publish for this. We're going to do the same thing for parking inspections. Let's jump straight to parking inspection next. Go straight to the form, main form. And just like before, grab this guy and you can make this general and then change this to two columns. And then for the right side, so we have two lookup columns. We have the vehicle lookup column and we have the pattern request info. So I'm gonna use those two lookup columns on the right side. So just make sure you're clicking on the right side after you change it to two columns, and then go straight to components, grab the quick view. The first one is gonna be the vehicle info quick view, and hit done to push that in. And then underneath that, we're just gonna grab the next quick view, which is going to be the pattern request info, hit done. So by the time you're done, it should look like this. So you should have the vehicle on top, the parking request right underneath that, and then the form should be on the left. And after that, hit save and publish. Awesome. Go back. Finally, again, hit publish all customizations again to push it on through. All right, so we're back for the final publishing, and then let's go back to our app. And I'm just going to do Control Shift R. Awesome. So it's picked it up now. So this is how I envision the form to look like. You can make more modifications to your forms, but this is how I envision the form to look like. Let's go into pattern request info. Yep. So it picks up the lookup column based on the particular info. All right. And with that, we've actually come to the end of the video. Go ahead and make as much modifications, but this is going to be our final model-driven app that we're going to showcase. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you on the next one. Goodbye.